The world of finance is in the middle of a massive shakeup. It's like watching your parents try to use TikTok for the first time. A little awkward, but you know something big is happening. For years, we've heard about blockchain and crypto. Most of the time, it sounded like a wild party for tech nerds. But now, the grown-ups have arrived. Wall Street, the old guard of money, is finally peeking over the fence. They see this new technology not as a threat, but as a tool. A very powerful, potentially very profitable tool. They want in on the action. A few key projects are rolling out the red carpet for them. This isn't about buying a random coin and hoping it goes to the moon. This is about rebuilding the very plumbing of our financial system. Think about it. The way money moves today is slow. It's expensive, and it's full of middlemen. It's like sending a letter by horse when you could just send an email. We are looking at 4 specific projects acting as the architects of this new financial world. XRP from Ripple, Hedera's HBAR, Ondo Finance, Stellar's XLM. Each one brings a different piece of the puzzle. Super fast payments, turning real-world assets into digital tokens that can be traded instantly. So, what are they actually doing? How are they convincing massive, cautious institutions to step into the digital realm? It's not one single magic trick. It's a series of deliberate, strategic moves. We'll break down the 10 key actions these projects are taking. Creating enterprise-grade networks, building compliance tools that keep regulators happy, making money programmable, ensuring billions, and eventually trillions, can be handled safely on-chain. It's a roadmap for the future of finance. We'll start with foundational layers. Fast, secure networks. First things first. If you want to build a new Wall Street, you need a solid foundation. You can't build a skyscraper on a swamp. For blockchain, this foundation is the network itself. It has to be fast, it has to be cheap, and it has to be reliable. XRP Stellar, XLM, have been laser-focused on this from the beginning. Their goal is to move value across the globe in seconds, not days. Think about sending money to family overseas. Right now, it can take a week and cost a fortune in fees. With networks like XRP Ledger and Stellar, a transaction can settle in 3 to 5 seconds for a fraction of a penny. This speed and efficiency are incredibly attractive to banks and payment providers. But speed isn't enough. Big companies need networks that are built for business. They call this enterprise grade. Hedera, HBAR, is a great example here. It's governed by a council of huge, well-known companies like Google, IBM, Boeing. This structure provides stability and ensures the network is developed with the needs of large-scale applications in mind. It's designed to handle a massive volume of transactions without slowing down, which is essential if you want to run financial markets on it. Ripple's network, similarly, is tailored to meet the demands of financial institutions, focusing on uptime, security, and predictable performance that banks can rely on day in and day out. Now for the really important part, playing by the rules. Wall Street is one of the most heavily regulated industries on the planet. You can't just show up with a new technology and expect everyone to jump on board. These projects understand that. They are actively building compliance tools directly into their platforms. Ripple has a long history of working directly with regulators and banks to understand their needs. Stellar offers built-in features for identity verification, KYC/AML, allowing asset issuers to control who can hold and trade their tokens. This focus on regulation is not the most exciting part of crypto, but it is absolutely critical for gaining institutional trust. This combination of a fast network and enterprise-ready structure and built-in compliance creates a powerful starting point. It's like building a brand new highway system specifically for armored trucks. It's smooth, fast, secure, and has all the necessary checkpoints along the way. As Charles Hoskinson, a co-founder of Ethereum, once noted, "The regulators are coming. You can either be at the table or on the menu." These projects have chosen to be at the table, designing their systems from the ground up to be palatable to the institutions they hope to serve. This is the first, and perhaps most important step in bringing traditional finance on-chain. Once you have the super-fast, secure highway, you need something to transport. In this new financial world, that something is tokenized real-world assets, or RWAs. This is a fancy way of saying you're turning a physical or traditional financial asset into a digital token on a blockchain. Government bond piece of real estate share of a mutual fund. Ondo Finance is a leader in this specific area. They focus on very safe, low-risk assets, U.S. Treasury bonds, and tokenizing them. That creates a digital version that keeps the same value and yields the same interest. So why is this a big deal? Tokenization breaks down big, clunky assets into small, easily tradable pieces. Imagine a commercial office building that costs $50 million. For most people, that's impossible. If you tokenize that building into 50 million $1 tokens, suddenly anyone can buy a piece. Stellar has enabled this for years. It provides tools for any business to issue a token representing value. This democratizes access previously limited to the ultra-wealthy or big funds. Tokenization also makes markets much more efficient. Traditional assets can be slow and expensive to trade. Selling a bond or private fund stake can mean days of paperwork and multiple intermediaries. As a token on Stellar or managed through Ondo, the asset can be traded 24/7, instantly, with anyone in the world. That creates liquidity, easy buying and selling. More liquidity usually means more value because you're never stuck holding it. To make this work, you need stablecoins. Stablecoins hold steady value, usually pegged to the US dollar. They act as the cash of the blockchain world. You can sell a tokenized bond and get a stablecoin worth $1 tomorrow. That stability is crucial for serious financial operations. Projects on Stellar and other networks are creating robust, regulated stablecoins for settlement, providing a reliable foundation for trading these tokenized assets. It's the cash that makes the digital marketplace go round. Having fast networks and tokenized assets is great, but the real magic begins when you can make money smart. Smart contracts. Think of them as a vending machine for finance. You put in the right amount of money data tokens and it automatically gives you what you want and executes the deal. No person needed. It's a piece of code on the blockchain that runs exactly as programmed, immutable, and unstoppable. Hedera Stellar let developers build complex financial apps on top of their networks. Programmability changes the game. Imagine a bond that pays interest. Traditionally, a paying agent manually calculates and distributes payments. With a smart contract, the process is fully automated. The contract pulls interest from the issuer's account and distributes it to token holders' digital wallets on the correct date. Ondo Finance uses smart contracts to run tokenized funds. From investor verification to fee collection, everything happens automatically and transparently. Smart contracts reduce the need for lawyers, escrow agents, other middlemen. Say two parties want payment released only when a condition is met. A smart contract can hold funds in escrow and automatically release them to the seller once the blockchain proves the condition is fulfilled. That makes agreements faster, cheaper, and less error-prone. Rules written in code build trust because everyone can see them. Programmable money opens a universe of possibilities for Wall Street. Financial derivatives, lending agreements, insurance payouts, complex trading strategies can all be encoded into smart contracts. This leads to DeFi, but institutional, compliant, and secure. Automated financial products safe for big banks and pension funds combine DeFi efficiency with traditional security and oversight. No man is an island, and no blockchain can be either. For this new financial system to work, it must be able to connect with other systems. This is where interoperability comes in. It's the ability for different blockchains to talk to each other and for blockchains to talk to the traditional banking world. You can't just build a new digital island and expect everyone to move there overnight. You have to build bridges. Ripple, Stellar. One key part of this is creating bridges between different blockchains. Imagine a tokenized asset on Hedera, but you want to use it in a trading app on another chain. A cross-chain bridge lets you move that token securely between networks. That prevents liquidity from getting trapped on one chain and creates a more unified, fluid digital market. It's like a universal adapter for global plugs. The more connections, the more useful the ecosystem. Bridges to the existing financial system are just as important. On-ramps, off-ramps. Move money from your bank into the blockchain as stablecoins or other tokens and back out again. Ripple plugs into existing banking infrastructure. Banks can use the XRP ledger for cross-border payments without ripping out current systems. That makes adoption easier and less risky. Partnerships are the nuts and bolts. A technology is only as good as its network of people and companies. XRP, HBAR, Ondo, XLM, banks, asset managers, payment companies, fintech firms. Ondo partners with major asset managers to create tokenized funds. Hedera's governing council acts as a built-in partnership network. Ripple has many financial institutions testing or using its tech. As Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, said, "The next generation for markets will be the tokenization of assets." These partnerships will turn that vision into a practical reality. If you're a big institution managing billions of dollars, your number one concern is not losing it. You can't just store your digital assets on a USB stick you keep in a desk drawer. You need what's called institutional custody, highly secure storage, insured custody, regularly audited solutions, specifically designed for large institutional players. Projects like Ondo Finance working with qualified custodians. Tokenized assets held with the same security as stocks and bonds. These custody features give big investors peace of mind. Another critical function of Wall Street is clearing and settlement. When you buy a stock, there's a whole process behind the scenes to ensure the seller gets money and you get the stock. That process is called settlement. Currently up to 2 days, T+2. During that time, money and assets are tied up, creating risk and inefficiency. Blockchains can do settlement in seconds. Hedera, exploring atomic settlement. Stellar, exploring atomic settlement. Atomic settlement, trade and settlement happen at the same time. This frees up huge amounts of capital stuck in transit. Faster settlement drastically reduces counterparty risk. It also improves capital efficiency. Money isn't locked up waiting for trades to clear. This could save the industry billions annually. Networks are building infrastructure to test and implement real-time settlement across many asset types. Finally, institutions need robust data and reporting tools. Track assets, generate audit reports, monitor performance. Blockchain transparency, every transaction on an immutable ledger. User-friendly interfaces, APIs, application programming interfaces. Plug blockchain data into existing accounting and portfolio systems. Provide a clear audit trail and meet strict reporting requirements. So, we've walked through the construction site of the future of finance. It's not a single sudden revolution, it's a careful 10-step process. First, lay the foundation. Fast, cheap, reliable networks, XRP, XLM. Second, make them enterprise-grade and ready for business. HBAR. Third, bake in compliance to keep regulators happy. Fourth, create assets via tokenization. Bonds, Ondo. Fifth, ensure liquidity. Stablecoins, other liquidity tools. Sixth, introduce smart contracts, automate deals, programmable money. Hedera. Stellar. Seventh, build interoperability. Blockchain's traditional systems. Eighth, provide institutional-grade custody. Ninth, near-instant clearing. Settlement. 10th, foster an ecosystem. Developers, partners, XRP, Hedera, Ondo, and Stellar are specialists, not zero-sum competitors. Ripple, Stellar, Hedera, Ondo. They are building the ramps, the roads, the vehicles, the rules of the road. For this new financial highway, Their combined efforts make migration increasingly inevitable. This is a space to watch closely. The changes won't happen overnight. There will be challenges and setbacks along the way, but the foundational work is being done right now. Pilot programs are running, the partnerships are forming, and the technology is maturing. Pay attention to announcements about new institutional partners, regulatory clarifications, and the launch of new tokenized funds. Ask questions. Get curious. What we are witnessing is the slow, steady, and deliberate construction of a more efficient, accessible, and transparent financial system for everyone. The blueprint is there, and the builders are hard at work, changing how we all think about money. If this helped, subscribe for more deep dives into the future of finance.